Rise and shine. Good morning, everyone. Sawadee dun chow. I'm still jet lagged. It's still like day 8. So they say for every hour difference in time, it takes 1 day to adapt. I'm doing everything with mindfulness, with sati. I'm starting to apply it into everything that I do. There's no separation between me sitting in meditation or doing yoga or just being calm and everything else. You can be calm even in a stressful situation. It's life and life only. I'm still right here, walking, chilling, breathing. I have food, so I really can't complain. There's a big difference between accepting suffering and at the same time having dreams and a vision for your life. There's a difference between craving, like adhering to every impulse and only looking for instant gratification. This creates suffering. And I mean, every school of thought accepts that this is true. We know that scrolling, watching TikTok shorts is not good for our brain. We know that eating a lot of junk food and drinking alcohol is not good for us. It provides us instant gratification. But volition, having free will, is another story. And this is kind of the art of life. When you're able to accept that it is what it is. Life has ups and downs, and the more that we want, the more that we suffer. I mean that we shouldn't want or we shouldn't dream. It's easy to lose your mindfulness, or it's easy to be caught in the past, lost in the future. But just as it's easy to lose your peace, it's that easy to get it back. Don't focus on how chaotic your mind is. You can take one deep breath in and come back to your body. You can be planted, you can be solid, you can be rooted. And by practicing like this, you create a reference point to this moment. This is your safe space, your paradise, your island within yourself. And the more mindfulness you have, the less mistakes you will make. The more conscious you will be of how people perceive you, how you present yourself. Having happiness, there's no happiness without suffering. There's no flower without the mud. There's no mindfulness without disorder or chaos. Know that every step, every moment is an opportunity to practice. I am mindful that there's a pack of wild dogs right in front of me, and should probably cross the street. They're a gang, I swear. Look at the little guy. Funny. I have no idea where I am. I'm still getting used to everything in Khon Kaen, and I'm just gonna walk aimlessly because that's the best way to figure a place out. But I have no idea if this is a bad neighborhood or if there are bad neighborhoods in the city. I mean, what says, oh, that's not nice. Yeah, I don't know what's the nice area or bad area. Anyway, I want to talk about rushing. Because a lot of times we think that rushing means equals efficiency. But just because you're busy doesn't mean you're efficient. And I have to remind myself all the time that it's okay to go at the pace that I like. I like to speak slow. I like to walk slow. It doesn't mean my brain is slow. In fact, there's a book called Thinking Fast and Thinking Slow. And it talks about basically different ways to be efficient. And for some people, slowing down means speeding up. There's some pizza. Wow. Bonsai. I love bonsai. Beautiful. And there's a tuk-tuk. That's Thailand right there. More bonsai. What? You know, the more I'm in Khon Kaen, the more I'm feeling the vibe. I was totally disoriented for the last couple of days. I'm starting to feel a bit more settled. Walking around like this helps a lot, actually. I guess it's a temple? It's like the smallest temple I've ever seen in my life. No, I guess it's just like a shrine to someone. I'm not sure. Oh, sorry for my ignorance. No destination. I am home in the here and now. Just in the moment. And when you take your mind to this place, you're more aware of the smells, your senses, and it's easier to connect with people. But mindfulness is contagious. When people see you kind of like star-eyed and looking around and slow and you're calm, people are drawn to that. Maybe consciously or subconsciously, but people are attracted to peace. It's our natural inclination. People are much more productive when their minds are clear. So, like for example, let's take any job. Most employers or jobs will try to suck the most out of their workers to get the most production. But in fact, if people are burnt out and tired and stressed and overwhelmed, they're going to produce less, they're going to be less efficient. There's going to be less quality. But if people have more time to rest, more holidays, they will be more inspired, they will be more efficient. And most of the world gets this totally wrong, especially in the US, China. But we're living in a strange time where there must be a balance between well-being and technology. So I'm literally trying to be an example of how to use both, how to use technology, but also take care of myself. The craziest part about Khon Kaen is that there's no traffic lights, but there's traffic going both directions. So at every corner I have to look right and left, which I'm used to because I'm a city boy. However, for those of you who are not used to cities, be careful when walking around because there's not much of a system. Very interesting place. This is an interesting part of Thailand, for sure. And it's a very large city. It's the 4th largest city in Thailand. However, the population rate is very low. I forget the number exactly, but compared to the size, the population rate is low, so it's not overbearing. And I can't stress to you enough how much I love that. Beautiful moment. Just finished my dinner, and I'll say the most impressive thing about Khon Kaen for me so far is that the food is much cheaper and you get a lot more on your plate. So really appreciate that. And just walking back to my place, and I'm wishing everybody listening to this and everyone in the world peace, love, understanding, and take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon.